Thank you all for tuning in to the Yoga Show. So I was playing Injustice 2 on PS4. I didn't even have. I haven't had a video game system since GameCube. No, Wii. Me and my roommates had a Wii when I lived in Florida, but I haven't had a video game system since then. And I have been looking on YouTube at the demos and videos for Injustice 2. It looked nuts. I was like, oh my God, this is beautiful. And when I played games, I was a fan of fighting games. You know, that was always my favorite genre. So nevertheless, I hunkered down and I bought a PS4. I went and got it from the pawn shop. Boom, $200. Got a controller. When I got the game for the $60, it was almost $70. Damn, they're expensive, by the way. Now, didn't even know. I get home, I play it. Gorgeous game. I mean, I'm playing the story mode. It is cinematic. It's like you're watching a real movie. It's ridiculous. Then I realized that I'm almost at the end of it, and I end up beating this game in like 4 hours, maybe. And I thought to myself, man, this is beautiful, but that's too easy. That is way too easy. I mean, and I might sound like an old folk now. I mean, I'm only 35. But man, when we were kids, things were a little bit harder. They weren't so easy. I remember playing CONTRA on the 8-bit NES. That game was ridiculously hard. Being 8, 9, 10 years old, you're thinking, why is this game so hard? If you didn't use the Contra code, and I'm not going to say it, you all know what it is. If you didn't use that code, you only get 8 lives. 8 lives is not nearly enough lives to beat that game. It would take you 3 days to beat that game with no code. You would have to be amazing. Pinpoint precision. Hand-eye coordination of the guides. That was a hard game. My older cousin Quinn, he was like the genius of the games. And we watched him. And I was watching him playing Ninja Gaiden on the 8-bit Nintendo. Man, that game must have took him at least 4 or 5 hours to beat. And I remember he beat it. And you couldn't save the way you could save now. You had save points. And you know what? On Ninja Gaiden, y'all correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but I don't think that you could save on Ninja Gaiden. You had to play it straight through. That is ridiculous. Insanely hard. I mean, those NES games had replay value for days. You could play it anytime. Pick it up, play it. The first Ninja Turtles game, not the arcade game, but the first Ninja Turtles game, that game was hard. Oh my God. I mean, it didn't have anything to do with the show, but even still, man, that game frustrated. It must have frustrated a whole generation. It had to. So now I'm playing Injustice and I'm beating it so quick and I'm figuring it out. I'm like, okay. So this is all just a pressure to make you want to get or make you have to get the DLCs, the downloadable content that you pay for. These tech companies have taken the fun and the difficulty away from these video games. They're too easy. Give me one, I can beat it. It's just a big long movie. You just hit some buttons, you do some things, and swizzle over here. Ain't nothing like getting on Contra, getting that spray gun. When you get that spray, and then everybody's trying to shoot you at one time. You won't live. The games are just too easy. It's too easy.